What is this? You puny insect! You fire at me? I will come down here and kill you myself! And now, I will pull out my cannon, and here comes the pain! Shields up, Ironbreakers. Rurkan here, coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Anthem, and I know that some of you guys are probably getting excited. 22nd is just around the corner, and you guys are probably going to start playing then. Or maybe you're still on the fence. You're wondering if this is a game that you want to get or not, or maybe you just still are not convinced by Anthem or will never be convinced by Anthem. Either way, I am working on a video which is probably going to be pretty long, where I will be talking at length about all of those things. It's just I had to experience a bit of the end game, and I had to actually finish the main campaign so that I could tell you every single thing there is to know about it. I should be putting my video up tomorrow, maybe, if I'm able to do it. I was just like writing for like the past 3 hours, and I still have a bunch of more stuff that I want to write, and then I have to actually do the video. But anyway, since yesterday I didn't do a video and I wanted to come up with something for you guys today, I figured that I would bring you a build video. Now, this is not a complete build video because I'm still grinding, still on that loot grind, trying to get as much loot as I possibly can. But you guys will most likely recognize this if you watch Eric's, and I know that a large chunk of you guys from the Ironbreakers most likely watch Eric's as well. He was the first person that I've seen made a build like this. This is the combination of the lightning coil together with the flamethrower on the Colossus. It is extremely efficient, but there is a twist to this one because my build is already rocking a couple of Masterwork items, and good God, this thing is a goddamn beast. This is a beast of worth, and now they've actually changed a couple of things around so that you can actually use this build on heavier monsters, because previously it was pretty hard to actually get any value out of this if you were fighting like a boss or something, because they don't get primed as often. And even still, it's not the best build for bosses, hands down, but what it is good at, it is extremely good at clearing trash. And the twist that this thing has, because of some of the Masterworks that I have here, is as you clear trash, it increases the damage that it deals on pretty much all of the abilities, and it also regenerates the ultimate extremely fast because of how fast it combos. And then if you're able to clear trash during bosses, you can then pull out your ultimate a little bit more often. So anyways, let me just go over all of the items here for you guys. If you guys are curious about what this is looking like. So we got the Torrent autocannon as my default weapon. I've pretty much been playing throughout the whole game with autocannons. Autocannons actually didn't feel that great the very first time that I used them in the demo. I remember that. And it was weird because they didn't feel amazing, and I ended up using like assault rifles and stuff like that. But I gotta tell you, in the final build, these autocannons feel great, especially Torrent and Mauler. I really like those. Cloudburst, I don't like as much because it's got too much spread, but like right now I'm using the Torrent. This one's only level 34 because I haven't been able to get like a Masterwork version of this, or even get a level 36, which is like the most the highest level of epic that I've gotten so far. And then we have a grenade launcher. These are actually two weapon types that are exclusive to the Colossus. Colossus is the only javelin that can use heavy weapons, which is why I like to use these. Now the Bombardier is actually really good because the grenades, they jump around and you can get some really good reach, but if they hit targets they explode immediately. And this was actually a really good weapon back when I had to fight a couple of Titans, because it dealt damage to the Titans before the nerf, because the Titans have been slightly nerfed. So I don't know how it does now because I haven't fought a Titan yet, but those are two weapons that we're using. Then on the heavy assault launcher, naturally, we are using the flamethrower, which is right here. It's not a particularly special flamethrower. It's just, it's the highest level flamethrower that I have. I also have a Masterwork black powder here that I just got. I haven't really checked out how I can combo this with anything else, so I'm just sticking to the basics. So we got the flamethrower going there. And then finally, the most important thing in the whole set is Voss's Arc. This thing is beast. And I don't know what the Masterwork flamethrower does because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm assuming it's probably pretty beast as well. But this right here, Voss's arc. This thing is ridiculous. This thing is so beast. So to give you guys an idea, this is the basic version of a lightning coil, which is the second part of the combo. Because the way it works is the flamethrower primes the targets, and then the lightning coil automatically detonates them. And you can do both at the same time, because when you use lightning coil, it's just an automated thing that is happening while you're using the flamethrower. That's why the combo is so powerful, right? So this is the basic version. It does 678 damage. That's about it. If you look at the Masterwork version, it does 895 damage. And it's got that special little orange effect that you see there. Multiple hits cause a large electrical explosion, which means on the third hit this thing deals, it deals a lot more damage on the target that it hits. This makes it amazing at taking down shields, which is extremely important because whenever you have targets with shields, they actually don't get primed. So this thing takes down shields really fast with that third hit, because the third hit deals the damage of the coil plus the damage of the large electrical explosion, which is really friggin' good. So that breaks down shields like nobody's business, and then you can prime them with the flamethrower, which is pretty friggin' sweet. And then finally, on the components, we got something that just makes this build, like, the build itself is pretty powerful, the fact that you're using the flamethrower and the lightning coil, but then when you start using some of these things, so I got the catalytic overdrive. What this does is whenever a combo detonates, it increases my ability damage by 40%, and on top of it, it increases combo damage by 50%. So basically, it increases all of my combo damage by 50%. But that's not all, because then I also have the Colossus combo augment that apparently stacks, and that also increases combo damage by 50%. Now, I don't know if these are increasing incrementally, or if they just add them up and it increases combo damage by 50%, or increases by 50 and then 50 on top of those 50. I don't know exactly how that works. I don't even know if these are stacking, but it allowed me to equip, so I'm assuming that it is stacking. And so we're dealing ridiculous combo damage right now whenever I get a combo off, which, as you guys probably saw by the footage earlier, is quite often. Then on top of that, whenever the combo detonates, it increases the damage of my ability, so it also increases the damage. I'm assuming what it's referring by abilities is gear. So basically, it supposedly is also increasing the damage of the flamethrower and the lightning coil by 40%. So it's just like the rest of the stuff is just support things. So I have Grand Entrance mostly because it's a Masterwork thing. And you guys will notice that Masterwork items actually increase armor and shield considerably more than regular. Like, look, this is the structural reinforcement right here. This is the thing that will increase your armor and shield the most out of any epic item that you get. And this is just a regular Masterwork, and it increases by a lot more, right? So any Masterwork that I get, I'm gonna equip it. So Grand Entrance is not super important for me, but when you hard land, creates an explosion, so it also deals AoE damage whenever I melee, which is cool, because I melee a lot with the Colossus, as you guys will notice. And then we also have Emblem of Destruction, which basically means whenever I get a multi-kill with my ultimate, the ultimate recharges faster. Like, it's like when you combine all of these things. Oh yeah, I also forgot I have an overclocked regulator, which increases lightning and fire damage by 35%. This is the most broken build I've done in the game so far, and I gotta be honest, I feel like they gotta nerf this thing. If they don't nerf this, like, I've been so surprised at just how much I can just go up to any place and just, like, explode everything. But, yeah, that's the state that we're at with the Colossus right now. I just wanted to show you guys where we're at. I'm still enjoying the game immensely. I finished the game yesterday, and today I've just been getting my character to the max level, and after that, I've been trying out Grandmaster Difficulty 1. Tomorrow I will probably be trying out Grandmaster Difficulty 2, but I feel like I've played enough to give my opinion on the current iteration of the game. I should also mention that just today, they've implemented the day 1 patch on live servers, and I was amazed, because you guys will notice that performance is probably a lot better from the videos that you might have seen from me previously. Again, do remember that this is running on my 970. Of course, when there's a massive explosions and all that shit, it's expected that my car is going to chug it to 970 for crying out loud. And it's just the performance is better. But not only that, they've actually made the javelins more responsive. So I was having problems with the Colossus previously, which is sometimes enemies would be able to stun lock me down. And I believe that other people have been having that problem. But it happens with the Colossus more than other javelins because the Colossus doesn't have a dodge. So your only option when an enemy actually attacks you is you sit there and you block, unless you're able to get out of the way fast enough. But usually, since you don't have a dodge, you have to block. Like that's the only thing that you can do. And what would happen is enemies would hit you and would knock you back because you were blocking, but it was still a pretty powerful hit. And after you got knocked back, you would be trying to like recover and the enemy would hit you again. Well, now they've made the recovery times much more faster. The javelin feels 100 times more responsive, which I was surprised because I already thought that the gameplay was pretty friggin' cool. But with the changes that they've made, it's just been a massive improvement. Like, the day one patch has greatly improved the game. Like a lot of the issues that people were having on the 15th, and I'm not excusing them. Like, the build on the 15th should have been good, but a lot of the issues that people have been having, a lot of them were addressed in this day one patch. So yeah, I mean, that's the state that we're in with Anthem right now. I don't know if you guys are, how many of you guys are playing right now, how many of you guys are excited to play on the 22nd. Either way, leave your comments, feedback in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.